Stars, star formation process. So you're going to learn how a star is made. Now, many stars are formed from dust from a previous supernova. So it can release gases, dust, and metals. Now, of course, in astronomy, metals is anything heavier than helium. After you have a previous supernova, or not, you end up with a planetary nebula, also known as a solar nebula sometimes. And a solar nebula just consists of a cloud of gas and dust, and they're usually slowly rotating. That's why planets will end up going around their sun. Now, after a planetary nebula is formed, you can get accretion due to gravity. So gravity basically clumps the mass together and can lead to a few different objects. The first type of object could be a brown dwarf. So a brown dwarf can form at the center of the solar system, and it just doesn't have enough mass for a fusion. Now, a brown dwarf doesn't have to be the end. If more mass clumps into the center of a solar system, you could end up with a protostar, which is the beginning of the star. Still doesn't have fusion yet, but has more mass than a brown dwarf. There's still a planetary nebula up till a certain point, which after about 500,000 years for our sun, it'll blow off the rest of its planetary nebula as it acquires more mass. So it'll blow away the nebula. It has a surface temperature of about 2,000 to 3,000 Kelvin. And then, once it blows away its planetary nebula and heats up enough from compaction, you can have fusion starting and a star is born.